Hello today, class. Today there's not really new stuff to learn because we finished The Great Gatsby yesterday, and if you haven't watched that video or filled out the assessment for that video in the description of the video, do that now. Today I'm going to be explaining an assignment that you're going to be working on for the next few academic days. So I'm about to explain this now, show you an example, and then I'll tell you and show you the Google form you get to fill out for today. That's kind of like a rough draft of what you're going to be working on for these next couple days. So bear with me. I'll explain the whole assignment to you, and then this will be your assignment for the next couple days. So the Great Gatsby Character Analysis Project. Now we've finished The Great Gatsby. This is going to be a project to demonstrate understandings about the characters and the plot of the text. What you're going to do is choose any 6 characters from The Great Gatsby, and a list is provided below here of characters that you can choose. Make sure you know your chosen characters well. So if you don't know a lot about Meyer Wolfsheim, you might not want to write about him, or you might not want to do this project about him. But if you know Gatsby really well, he'd be a great choice. So for each character, you're going to, on this project, write in full sentences 5 facts that you know about each character. You can provide multiple facts per one sentence. So for example, again, if you choose Gatsby, you're going to write 5 facts you know about Gatsby. They could be anything from where he lives to what he does for work. You could write about his past, whatever you want to do. Then, for each of your characters, so each of your 6 characters, you're going to come up with a symbol that you think accurately represents the character. Depending on if you're going to handwrite this project or if you do it on a computer, include either a hand-drawn picture or a found picture from the internet for each character. If you want, you could also cut out a picture from a magazine or the newspaper, whatever you want to do for your project. Next step, you're going to write a just 4 to 5 sentence explanation as to why you think the symbol you chose is an accurate representation of your character. So, analysis. Why is this symbol a fitting choice for the character that you choose? Then you're going to choose one song that you think reminds you of each character. This could be any song. It could be a current song that you really like. If it's not super school appropriate, just make sure it pretty much is, or maybe send me a censored version or post a censored version or something. But it could be a rap song if you want it. It could be a country song. It could be a song that was written in the 1950s or 60s or 70s, whatever you want. A song that you think reminds you of your character. And then write a 2 to 3 sentence explanation as to why that song reminds you of your chosen character. So is it the theme of the song reminds you of something about the character? Is it that the lyrics of the song kind of sound like something your character would say? Does even just the sound or feel of the song somehow remind you of the character? If it's really like light and bubbly, does that remind you of Daisy? Something like that. So whatever you think. Use creativity in this project. Don't just try to go really quickly through it and not put much thought into it. It can be fun, kind of finding a song that matches each character and finding a symbol that matches each character, so do your best on it. If you're handwriting, be neat with it. Write legibly if you're handwriting. If you're typing, no problems, it'll be neat anyway. And try to use color and use effort for this, because you're going to have quite a few days to work on it, so I'd like to see something really nice. Your character list is provided here. You know Jay Gatsby, you know Nick Carraway, he's our narrator, you know Tom Buchanan, and you know Daisy Buchanan. Jordan, you remember, connected to Nick, friends with Daisy. Myrtle Wilson is the other woman who Tom was cheating with. George Wilson is Myrtle's husband, right, the gas station owner. He was the one who looked very sickly. Meyer Wolfsheim, he was the man who was involved with Gatsby, how Gatsby was making his money. He fixed the 1919 World Series. And the owl-eyed man we talked about in great detail yesterday, the only guy to attend Gatsby's I almost said wedding, the only guy to attend Gatsby's funeral, and the one who was found in the library who discovered that Gatsby was kind of a fake. So do this project on a separate document and share that document with me when you're done. You can do it on Microsoft Word if you want, download the PDF, send me the PDF via email. You can do it on OneDrive and just share with me the document. You can do it on a piece of paper, take a picture of it, send it to me via email. Whatever you want to do, whatever's easier. You can use a lot of creativity too when you're doing this project. If you want to do 2 characters a page, if you want to do 1 character a page, if you want to do 3 characters a page, it doesn't matter to me. Set it up in any way you like or that you're comfortable with. Just be creative with it. Now I want to show you an example of what I'll be looking for this project. So for my example, I would do 1 character per page, and I did kind of 1 example of Daisy. You can choose to do the character of Daisy if you want. However, you cannot use this as your symbol or this as your song choice. So I do want this to be your own original work, but you could use some of these facts because obviously these are facts about Daisy that we know. So anyway, we know that I'm going to be looking for a character card essentially for each character. We want 5 facts about the character, a symbol, an explanation of why that's a fitting symbol, a song, and an explanation of why it's a fitting song. So I chose Daisy Buchanan. Daisy was born into wealth in Western America in the 1920s and was once the most desirable young woman in town. While she had a short love affair with Gatsby in her youth, she eventually settled down and married Tom Buchanan, and the two have a daughter together. We have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 facts about Daisy, and they're there. You could do your facts if you want in bullet points right underneath the character's name. Whatever you want, however you want to do it, just use full sentences, please. I chose a bubble as a symbol for Daisy. So because I was doing it on my computer, I just found a picture of a bubble from online. And I said a fitting symbol for Daisy Buchanan would be a bubble. A bubble represents Daisy. I chose a bubble because it is dainty, beautiful, delicate, and whimsical, like Daisy's character. A bubble, however, can be very easily popped. This is like Daisy herself. She has the appearance of something beautiful, but when pressed, she folds into herself, and the image that she has put up pops. In the end, she refuses to choose Gatsby despite better treatment from him, and the shiny image of innocent love that she put up for Gatsby pops, and he's left with nothing. So why do you think the bubble is a fitting symbol for Daisy? You would write that either right underneath it, next to it, however you want to do it. And so that would be my explanation, because Daisy is beautiful, delicate like a bubble, and she pops just like the image of her love has popped. A song that I chose for Daisy was Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood, that I thought represented her kind of well. And then I explain why. And remember, this should be about 4 to 5 sentences explaining, I believe I said, and this one only needs to be 2 or 3, but you might need more sentences than 2 or 3. I believe that this is a fitting song choice for Daisy. I think this because the song is about a girl who was cheated on getting revenge on the cheater. I think that whether she knows it or not, Daisy cheated on Tom for the thrill and nostalgia of it, and as a sort of way to get back at him. She never had any intentions of being with Gatsby permanently. It's still clear, however, that Daisy resents Tom's actions and wishes to show him how she feels, like the girl in the song. Hence, the fitting song choice. You'll notice in these explanations, I'm using complete sentences. I'm also using a topic sentence. A fitting symbol for Daisy Buchanan would be a bubble. I explain what the symbol would be, and then you say, I chose the bubble because, and you explain why you chose it. So make sure you have a nice topic sentence at the beginning. Then you explain why. Use details from the text, saying she refuses to choose Gatsby, shows me you understand the text. Describing Daisy, appearance of something beautiful, but folds in on herself, dainty, beautiful, delicate, whimsical. It tells me you know the character. It tells me you understand the text. And that's what I'm going to be looking for. The song, again, we use actual facts from the text to support it. How Daisy, cheated on Tom, and how Tom cheated on Daisy too. And kind of you can psychoanalyze if you want and say, oh, you think that Daisy cheated on Tom just for the thrill of it and the nostalgia of it, and that she never really intended on being with Gatsby in the end anyway. So, like I said, this project's very free. You can use some creativity with it if you want to do 2 characters per page, 3 characters, 1 character, and you would do this on a separate document. This would be 1 character, check, done, and then you would just do 5 more described similarly like this and analyzed similarly like this. This is going to be your project that you'll be working on for a few academic days. This will not be due until at least next academic week. So you're going to be working on this today with just the draft work. Tomorrow, I'll probably have you do a bit more work on this. And then next academic week is the week that we're really going to focus down on this. I'll probably give you 2-3 days to work on it. But I'll give you more details on that as we go. Now let's look at what our assignment for today is going to be. As always, you're going to find it in the description of this YouTube video. So you're going to start with your name per usual, so you can get credit for the day. And then what 6 characters are you considering doing for your project? You can select multiple people. So this is going to be like your draft work for this project, a rough draft per se. So you can start thinking about your characters, start jotting down what you think might be good symbols, there might be good, explanations for the characters. What 6 characters are you choosing? You can select multiple choices here. So there's 9 big characters. What 6 would you choose? Which ones do you know the best? Check them off. Then we're going to do that draft work. Who's your first character? What are some facts you know about him or her? List them here. So you'd write, J. Gatsby is my first character. I know that J. Gatsby lives in West Egg. I know that he used to have a love affair with Daisy. I know that he is still in love with Daisy. Whatever you want to say. When you think of this character, what pictures or images come to mind and why? So you might say, when I think of Gatsby, I think of money bags. And this is why, right? And then at this time, can you think of a song that might represent your character well? And what song might it be? So again, this one, you can do whatever you want. You can choose a song about being filthy rich. You can choose a song about being in love with the wrong person. Whatever you want, just list that song. And then you repeat that for your other 5 character choices. So who's your second character? Daisy Buchanan. Facts I know about her are, when I think of this character, I think of Bubbles because at this time, can you think of a song? I think of the song Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. And then you just repeat that 3rd character, 4th character, 5th character, and 6th character. Shouldn't be too difficult of an assignment today. And again, it's just kind of draft work for this project that we're going to be working on the next couple days. I acknowledge that I will receive a hard copy of the character project assignment via email. I will send this to you so you can have it and you can reference it along with the example. I know that this project will not be due until next academic week, so we're not freaking out about it, and that this assignment here is just draft work. If you say some things in here that don't end up on your project, like if you change your mind about a song that you've written down or you add extra facts that you didn't mention in this, totally fine. Again, this is just getting you thinking about the assignment, and then tomorrow we'll get more details and hopefully do a Zoom lesson that I will email you about and let you know details about. So that's it for today's video. It was just kind of an explanation on what your assignment's going to be and then getting to know what this project that you're going to be dealing with for the next couple days is going to look like. But I hope you guys understand it. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. And I'll see you or talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.